going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and after giving you the best, the number one scientific nutrition argument to go vegan, today I'm going to talk about three very bad arguments to go vegan. I see a lot of vegans using these arguments and they really are a disservice to veganism because they are so easy to debunk, and there are so many great arguments to go vegan, to follow a vegan diet. Then when we use a bad one, we will lose the arguments and lose the battle. So please don't use the three arguments that I'm about to tell you. I've seen these arguments in vegan documentaries. I've even seen really smart vegan personalities use these arguments, and they are just logical fallacies. And we hate when meat eaters use logical fallacies, and sometimes we vegans also use them. So the number one argument that I don't really like when vegans use is that we are the only animal to drink milk after we are grown up. We are the only animal to drink milk from another species. And although that's true, that doesn't really prove anything. That's really a bad argument. We are the only animal who makes videos for YouTube. We are the only animal who drives planes, cars, and all of that. We are the only animal to make processed food. We are the only animal to do a lot of things, and that doesn't prove anything. And it's not because we are the only animal to do one thing that that thing is necessarily wrong. Next argument. Elephants, rhinos, and all of the strongest animals on earth only eat plants. Therefore, we humans can be strong eating only plants. And although all of this is true, something that applies to animals, to rhinos, to elephants, and all of that doesn't necessarily apply to us. Especially in the case of diet. They have very different metabolisms, so this is actually a really bad argument. This argument is an appeal to nature fallacy. Is when you try to justify a human behavior by pointing to nature and saying that it happens in nature. So just because rhinos eat grass and are strong, therefore we should eat only plants and be strong, or something like that. The argument is along these lines, and that could not be farther from the truth. And as vegans, we really hate when people use the lions though argument. Yes, we should eat meat because lions though, and this is basically the same. We should eat plants because rhinos though. It still doesn't work. The next argument is gonna be a little tricky, but this is the we are not omnivores argument. We are herbivores. And yes, I've seen all the tables with all the characteristics from different animals. I know all the arguments. And yeah, maybe we are actually herbivores or frugivores. Maybe we were not meant to eat meat. Maybe eating meat is unnatural. So what? This doesn't really prove anything. It's not because we are omnivores or herbivores that we now should eat or shouldn't eat meat necessarily. You see, even if we are herbivores and shouldn't eat meat, we can still get away with small quantities of meat and be healthy with small quantities of meat. And even if we are omnivores, then we can still get away with small quantities of meat. And I actually think that the omnivore argument still plays in our favor. Even if we are omnivores, the point is, as omnivores, we can live only on plants. And even if we are omnivores and we can live only on plants, then why do we have to needlessly murder all the animals? And why do we have to needlessly pollute so much and destroy the rainforests and all of that? It's a necessity argument once again. Even if we are omnivores, we shouldn't eat meat because we can be healthy and sometimes healthier on a 100% vegan diet. And that's the argument, the necessity argument. So it doesn't matter if we're omnivores, if we're herbivores, that really doesn't matter. I'm using this term a lot, but it doesn't matter, okay? You're not gonna convince anyone to not eat meat by saying, oh, you know, you're actually not an omnivore, you're actually a herbivore. So what? I've been eating meat for the past 30 years and I'm still here, so yeah, you can explain why the reasons why meat may be bad for our health, cholesterol, saturated fat, a lot of other stuff. Check out my #1 nutrition argument to go vegan, but you cannot just simply say that we are herbivores, because still to this day most people still think that we are omnivores. A lot of people in the scientific community still think that we are omnivores, and that even if that changes, even if all the scientists come and say that we are herbivores, that will not change one single person's diet. So that's it for the video. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of these arguments. Let me know if you ever used these arguments. I know that I certainly have used these arguments and I don't use them anymore. Like the video if you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. I'm gonna see you all in the next video.